Yo, what's going on, guys? And of course, we're here in today. Big man on campus by the name of Mr. PJ Tucker, who seemingly has been a trade candidate for what seems like forever, has officially been granted like a leave from team and is working with his representation to be traded. I really don't know what PJ Tucker brings you anymore, besides just a veteran who's gonna rebound a little bit and shoot threes. He isn't what he used to be, but he's still a solid piece, just not for $10 million. The Milwaukee Bucks, the Miami Heat, the Phoenix Suns, and the Sixers are all interested, according to Marc Stein of the Stein Line, are all teams that are interested in PJ Tucker should he part ways with the Los Angeles Clippers. The aforementioned teams are unlikely to trade for Tucker, who's on an $11.5 million contract. Look, he's currently away from the Clippers on mutual consent. Should he get bought out by the Clippers, Tucker would be eligible to sign with an apron team. So it's not like he's put in a juxtaposition. But the problem is when you look at PJ Tucker, what is PJ Tucker even bringing you at this point? Let's be quite honest. He's not going to sit here and be a game changer. I will admit that at this point, when you look at the depth chart, where could he end up? It's more realistic that he ends up on a team like Milwaukee or the Suns or the Sixers, where he's guaranteed playing time, than the Miami Heat. I think Miami's the least likely, unless he really, really loves Miami and he wants to just come back here and post up. But in my opinion, if we start off with a team like the Miami Heat, Terry Rozier, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, and Nikola Jokic. So when you sit at this, team, you look at this team, it's a formidable squad. And I'm not saying they're good. I do think the Miami Heat roster is flawed, but Miami isn't going out here thinking that the missing piece is Jimmy Butler. Their second unit, Al Burks, Kevin Love, Duncan Robinson. Kevin Love's hurt, but Haywood Highsmith, Jaime Jaquez, Thomas Bryant, Khalil Ware, Josh Richardson, Pele Larson. Maybe if Kevin Love's injury is bad, they bring him in. I think if you go to Milwaukee, he'll get more minutes because Brook Lopez, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Taurean Prince, Gary Trent Jr., Damian Lillard, Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis, Andre Jackson, DeLon Wright make up the main rotation. And then you have, obviously, AJ Green, Marjon Beauchamp, and Tyler Smith. He would legit be the backup power forward there, arguably, and they need a backup power forward. So one could make an argument that him going to a team like Milwaukee would give him the rock a bunch, while Philadelphia, he could actually, Caleb Martin's the starter, but with Caleb Martin, Andre Drummond, Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre, Tyrese Maxey, Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon, KJ Martin, Gerson Yabusele, Jared McCain, and Reggie Jackson. Obviously Paul George and Joel are hurt, but PJ would give him a defensive enforcer. I really think, even now looking at this Suns team of Nurkic, Durant, Booker, Beal, Jones, Morris, Allen, Ryan Dunn, Royce O'Neal, Mason Plumlee, and then you got Oso Ighodaro and Bol and Josh Okogie. Where is he going to come in and play? So let's just look at last year. 31 games, he played 10 starts. He played 15.7 minutes a night. He averaged himself 1.7 points with 3 rebounds and about an assist a game, while shooting 36% from the field, 37% from 3. He basically took just under about 1.3 a game, 1.6 field goals attempts. He played more for the Clippers than he did for the Sixers, but the year before with the Sixers, he was still a guy who was averaging, 3.5, 4, and on 2 threes a game. He's not the guy he was in Houston. He's not the guy even who, look, in Miami, he was a 8 points, 6 rebounds, 41% three-point shooter. And even in that one season with Milwaukee, where he was guy, in both of those seasons with Milwaukee and Miami, I know he's technically partially with Houston in that Milwaukee season, he was playing 26, 27 minutes a night, averaging 7 points a game. So, granted, I guess in Milwaukee, Houston, he was averaging less, but still, I really don't get how he goes ahead and it works, because clearly, I think out of all the teams that we looked at, Milwaukee would give him the most minutes I think the second most minutes could be the Sixers, but I really don't see the Sixers. I mean, Nick Nurse may or may not play him, but and then you go look. I think Milwaukee would give him the most minutes, then Phoenix. But even Phoenix, the Sixers and the Suns all look like they're kind of set without him. No offense. Like, how much is he going to raise a team's ceiling at this point? It's not by much. And that's where I just look at this and I'm just thinking, again, what we said. He was a guy who is going to get bought out. Unless he's consolidated in a trade. For example, if for some reason, this is the one example I'm going to give you. For the longest time, we knew that Bones Highland and PJ Tucker were being packaged as a deal. And what ended up happening was basically the Wizards didn't want to take on PJ's contract. So my imagination would have to be that either if let's say the Clippers were like, look, we're desperate, we need a big, or we're just trying to get him off the roster. How about we take Richaun Holmes or Marvin Bagley and, like, I guess Johnny Davis or something off your hands, and we send you Bones Highland and PJ Tucker. You can buy out PJ Tucker, and then you get Bones. Obviously didn't sign an extension, but you get his restricted free agency. So then you guys can negotiate an extension in free agency, and you have his restricted free agency. So you can match any contract, and he's probably going to only get like a 3-year, $21 million deal at most. I'm going to be quite honest. So when you look at that, I think it's definitely an interesting one. As if I was a betting man, I would go ahead and say that this is definitely a team that Clippers could look. I mean, hey, if you can package PJ Tucker and Bones Highland and whatever young guys you end up not using for an actual usable salary, I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. I'd call up the Blazers and be like, hey, Matisse Thybulle, Robert Williams, what do you need to allow me to pry those off your hands? But I do think that's like the biggest part in all of this is when you're trying to figure that out. What is the right value? And I think with how the luxury tax and all the aprons that go ahead and play a factor in this, be what decides this. But that's my thoughts on the matter. It's really a bunch of semantics. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like and subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. We're almost to 14K, almost to 20,000. But yeah, I'm out. I'm done. Bye.